for a cylinder of base radius r and height h, we have volume is equal to pi r square h. This is the area of this circle. If you consider this as a circle, this is the area of circle. So this height, when you multiply it with this height of a cylinder, which gives the volume of that cylinder. This is the circumference of a circle, 2 pi r. Therefore, curved surface area, the surface area around this cylinder is given by 2 pi r into h. This is the height of a cylinder. This is 2 pi r circumference. Therefore, this whole curved surface area, this side as well as other sides, around the cylinder is 2 pi r into h. To find out volume, we need to find out multiplied height with the area of a circle. To find out curved surface area, we need to multiplied circumference with h. It's easy to remember these things. The total surface area, that is, if you consider this whole thing as a block, the top plate and the bottom plate and surrounding the whole round surface area is equal to total surface area. That means the top is pi r square, the bottom is pi r square. Just now we found out that curved surface area is 2 pi r h. Pi r square plus 2 pi r h plus pi r square, that will give 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. That is equal to 2 pi r h plus r. This is the total surface area. These are the three important formulas are related to this. First one, volume is equal to pi r square into h. The curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r into h. The total surface area is equal to pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Find the curved surface area, total surface area and volume of a cylinder if the diameter of a cylinder is given as 7 cm, the height of the cylinder is given as 80 cm. Find its capacity in liters. Find the capacity in liters. We know that curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r into h. 2 into 22 by 7 into r. R is diameter divided by 2 into height is 80. That will become that curved surface area is equal to 1760 centimeter square. Total surface area is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. Substitute the values, you get 1837 centimeter square. The volume is given by pi r square h. 22 by 7, 7 by 2, 7 by 2 into 80 is equal to 3080 centimeter cube. To find out the capacity in liters, the volume has to be divided by 1000 to convert it into liters. 3080 divided by 1000 will give 3.08 liters. The total surface area of a cylinder of radius 5 centimeters is given as 60 centimeters square. Find the height of this cylinder. Total surface area is given by 2 pi r h plus r. This is the formula. Total surface area they given it as 660, that is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 5 h plus 5. Then h plus 5 will become, you just cross multiply 660 into 7 divided by 2 into 22 into 5. So just calculation will give h is equal to 16 centimeters. The curved surface area and volume of a cylindrical pillar are given as 264 meter square and volume as 924 meter cube. Find the diameter and height of the pillar. The curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. The curved surface area they have given it as 264 divided by 2 pi r. In this, and volume is equal to pi r square h. volume they were given it as 924 divided by pi r square. We have one equation for h here. H is equal to 264 divided by 2 pi r. Here h is equal to 924 divided by pi r square. From 1 and 2 we can equate these two equations so that we can find out the value of r. 264 divided by 2 pi r is equal to 924 divided by pi r square. This r get cancelled, this pi got cancelled. Therefore r is equal to 2 into 924 divided by 264. That gives r is equal to 7 meters. From 1 h is equal to 264 divided by 2 pi into 7. That gives h is equal to 6 meters, and diameter is equal to 2 times radius, that is equal to 14 meters. 2.2 cubic decimeters of brass is to be drawn into cylindrical wire. This is the volume they were given. We have to draw this into a wire of diameter 0.5 centimeters. Find the length of the wire. So this is the volume they were given, brass. We need to draw that into a wire. Then we have to find out the length of the wire. We taken it as x. They are given diameter. With that diameter we can find out radius, that is equal to d by 2. See, we have a volume of a brass that has to be the same thing we are converting into a wire. So volume of brass is going to be equal to the volume of wire. Same volume of brass, we are converting that into wire. Therefore volume of a brass is equal to the volume of a wire. Volume of brass is equal to 2.2 cubic decimeters, that is cube 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 is equal to pi r square x. So this wire, it is like a small cylindrical cylinder, we can take it as, where pi r square x. So total volume of brass is 2200, that is equal to 22 by 7. So the r of that wire, the radius of that wire which we are going to make it is 0.25 into 0.25. That is the length we are going to get once we draw this brass into wire. So therefore this 22, once the 22 gone, then 100 into 7 divided by 0.25. So 0.25 can be written as 25 by 100. Wherever the decimal comes, we convert it into a whole number by multiplying or dividing. So that will become 100 into 7. This is 25 by 100. 100 goes up. 100 into 100 divided by 25 into 25. That is equal to 11,200 centimeters. Therefore, length of the wire is equal to, when we convert it into meters, 112 meters. Here we are only changing the volume, which was a block, into a wires. Therefore, the volumes are going to remain same. Then we can equate. Once you equate, the rest will become easy. This is the length which we need to find out. Substitute the values. Do it in a proper way. You will get very easily. How many cubic meters of earth must be dug out to sink a well 24 meters deep, having a diameter of 7 meters? Also find the cost of plastering the inner curved surface at rupees 50 per square meter. See, we need to dig a well of height or depth 24 meters, the diameter of this thing. So we can take that well as a cylinder, then this diameter will become, the radius of that well will become 7 by 2. This h will be 24 meters. Then after we dug the well, then we need to plaster. So the cost of plaster is given as 50 per square meter. So the volume of the earth to be dug out, so whatever the volume we are going to dug out, that is going to a volume of well, because so much of mud we are going to take it out from the well to make it a well. So that these two are equal. Volume of earth to be dug out is equal to volume of well. That is equal to pi r square h. R is equal to 7 by 2. H they were given it as 24 meters deep of the well, that is pi is equal to 22 by 7, r is equal to 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into this is 24, that gives 924 meter cube. This is the volume of the earth to be dug out. So we need to find out the cost of plastering. We need to have that total area, surface area. Inner curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r into h. 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7 by 2 into 24. This is the inner total inner surface area. So they have given that as 50 rupees per square meter. The cost of plastering the inner curved surface is equal to total surface, inner surface curved surface area into, so there are so many 528 meter square. Per 1 square meter is 50 rupees. Therefore for 528 meter square it's going to be 528 into 50, that is equal to 26,400 rupees. Find the number of coins 1.5 centimeter in diameter and thickness of those coins is 0.2 centimeters to be melted. How many coins to be melted of thickness of diameter 1.5 centimeter and thickness is 0.2 centimeters to form a right circular cylinder of height 10 centimeter and diameter? By using these coins, which has got the diameter of 1.5 centimeter and thickness is 0.2 centimeters, we need to find out a cylinder. We need to form a cylindrical cylinder, right circular cylinder of diameter 4.5 centimeters, h is equal to 10 centimeters. We need to find out how many coins required to form this circular cylinder. Now this is the radius of the coin, diameter divided by 2, 1.5 divided by 2, that is equal to, we are converting, removing this decimal, multiply both numerator and denominator with 10, that will give 3 by 4 centimeters. Then thickness of the coin, that is nothing but the height of a circular coin, that is h is equal to 0.2 into 10 by 10, 0.2 centimeters, that is 1 by 5 centimeters. This is the diameter of the circular cylinder which you are going to convert these coins to this 4.5 centimeters. From this we are getting radius of the cylinder as diameter divided by 2, that is equal to 4.5 into 10 divided by 2 into 10. To remove this decimal we are multiplying and dividing 10, that will become 9 by 4 centimeters. This is the h, height of the circular cylinder, 10 centimeters. Now we have found out the or radius of a coin as 3 by 4 centimeter and the thickness, which is nothing but the height of a coin, is 0.1 divided by 5 centimeters. This is the radius of the circular cylinder, 9 by 4 centimeters. This is the height of the cylinder, that is equal to 10 centimeters. So volume of coins, so we are going to use n number of coins to form a volume of cylinder. These two will be same because same thing we are going to use to form a cylinder. Therefore volume of coins is equal to volume of cylinder. N number of coins we are going to use it to form a cylinder. N total number of coins into volume of one coin is equal to the one cylinder, that is pi r square h. N is number of coins, pi r square h. R square is 3 by 4 into 3 by 4 into 1 by 5. This is the radius of a coin. Radius of a coin is the height of a coin, plus is equal to pi into, this is the radius of the cylinder, 9 by 4 into 9 by 4 into, this is the height of the cylinder. So after calculations, this pi got cancelled, these two 4's got cancelled, 3 3s are 9, 1 9 got cancelled. Here this pi goes this side. Therefore n number of coins is equal to 5 into 9 into 10, that is equal to 450. Number of coins required to form this circular cylinder is 450. The diameter of a roller, this is a roller, the diameter of roller is 70 centimeters. The length of this roller is 120 centimeters. If it takes 500 revolutions to level a ground, determine the cost of leveling at the rate of rupees 25 per square meter. This is the diameter of the roller, this is the length of a roller. So if imagine this is the ground, if this roller rolls 500 times to rotate to make it flat, 500 revolutions it has taken, we need to find out the cost of leveling at the rate of 25 rupees per square meter. If this is the diameter of the roller, then radius of the roller is d by 2, that is equal to 35 centimeters. This is the length. We can consider this as a cylinder, then we can take this as the height of a cylinder, that is h is equal to 120 centimeters. Total number of revolutions it has taken is 500 revolutions. So rate of leveling is rupees 25 per square meters. So if this is the area it is covered by for one revolution, if you open and keep it, this is the area, this is the area. So this is the area, this is, then we can say as curved surface area. So when you open this and keep it, so it occupies this much space. So we have to multiply so many times, 500 revolutions. That means this is the curved surface area of this roller will make this one flat playground. It makes the leveling of this much of area. So for one revolution it makes this much area. So we need to find out total area first. So area covered in one revolution is equal to curved surface area of the roller. See, in one revolution, from here it starts, when it rolls it covers everything. So that is, which is nothing but curved surface of area of this roller is equal to area covered in one revolution. This is the area covered in one revolution. Area covered in one revolution is equal to CSA, curved surface area of the roller, that is nothing but 2 pi RH, that is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 35 into 120, that is 26,400 centimeter square. This is the area in one revolution covered. It has made, this roller has made 500 revolutions. That means we need to multiply this 26,400 centimeter square with this. The area covered in 500 revolutions is equal to 500 into 26,400 centimeter square. This is the area covered in one revolution. The roller has made 500 revolutions. So 500 into 26,400 will give the total area in centimeter square. We need to convert that into meter because we have here the rate in square meters. So centimeter square can be divided by 100 into 100 to convert into meter square. So when we calculate this, we got the area covered by the roller by taking 500 revolutions is equal to 1320 meters square. So they have given the cost of rate of leveling is 25 per square meter. Then for cost of leveling of this square meter is 1320 into 25. Cost of leveling is equal to 1320 into 25, that is equal to rupees 33,000. Here in this problem, this part is very important. Area covered in one revolution is equal to curved surface area of the roller. This part, this is nothing but when you open this and keep it, make it as a flat thing and keep it, it covers so much area. This is the area covered in one revolution. Area covered in one revolution is equal to curved surface area of the roller, that is equal to 2 pi RH. Once you know this, so you can multiply with this by 500 to find out the total area, then divide by 100 into 100 to make it into meter square, then multiply with that with 25, you will get the answer. Now let us study the hollow cylinders. This is a total cylinder. There is a hollow inside this of radius smaller, and the height of the bigger cylinder and the hollow cylinder is same, that is h. The radius of the outer cylinder is r. This is the thickness of the hollow. This is a hollow inside the cylinder. This is the thickness. This radius, outer radius, external radius divided minus this radius will give the thickness. Therefore, thickness is equal to r minus r. Area of this cross section here, this area of cross section here is given by the bigger circle. Area of bigger circle is pi into r square, pi into r square, pi into r square, the area of the bigger circle, minus the area of the smaller circle, pi into r square. Area of cross section is pi r square minus pi r square. Volume of material, the material used here, there is a hollow here inside, the rest is the material used. Volume of material is equal to external volume minus internal volume. We need to take the volume of everything first, deduct the volume of this inside. So we know that volume of this is pi r square h, for the whole thing is pi r square h, deduct this minus pi r square h is equal to pi h into r square minus r square. This is the volume of the hollow cylinder. Pi r square h minus pi r square, this is the volume of the hollow, pi h r square minus r square. Curved surface area is outside external curved surface area. We need to take the internal curved surface area, so that will give the curved surface area. External curved surface area plus internal curved surface area. The external curved surface area is 2 pi r into h. Internal curved surface area is 2 pi r into h. 2 pi h we can take it as common, r plus r. This is the curved surface area. Total surface area. In the total surface area we get the curved surface area plus the top portion and the bottom portion. The curved surface area plus area of top and base ring. This is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi rh. This is the curved surface area, 2 pi rh plus 2 pi rh plus, because these two are same, these two are same, 2 times pi r square minus pi r square. This is the area, pi r square minus pi r square, this area, and this area pi r square minus pi r square. 2 times, because there are 2 here, 2 times pi r square minus pi r square. This whole surrounding area plus this inside and top portion, bottom portion, that is total surface area. 2 pi rh, external one, 2 pi rh, internal curved surface area, pi r square minus pi r square, this is 1 plus 1, 2, then this is the total surface area. 2 pi rh plus r square minus r square. Pi we have taken out, 2 pi we have taken out, r into h, rh plus r square minus r square. This is the total surface area. A well with 14 meters diameter is dug 12 meters deep. A well 14 meter diameter, this is the diameter, this is the well of diameter 14 meters. The depth of this well is 12 meters. The earth takes out of it has been evenly spread all over around it to a width of 21 meters to form an embankment. Find the height of the embankment. Whatever the mud they come out from this well, they made an embankment of width 21 meters. From here it is 21 meters. Oh, this is the 21 meters. Okay, this is 21 meters. This is 21 meters. The width of 21 meters. Around the well, they put whatever the mud they would dug out from the well. They made a embankment around the well. The width of this 21 meters. The diameter of this well is 14 meters. The depth of this well is 12 meters. The earth takes out of it has been evenly spread all around it to a width of 21 meters. This is the width of 21 meters. this is the width of 21 meters to form embankment. Find the height of the embankment. We need to find out this height above the well, above the earth, how much they have put, height of the embankment. The well's diameter is equal to 14 meters. From that we can find out R is equal to D by 2, that is 7 meters. The height of the, that is depth of the well, that is equal to height. We can take it as this well, we can consider it as a cylinder. Then radius of that cylinder is R. Then H is equal to 12. Depth of well is equal to H, that is equal to 12 meters. In the these two are related to well, R of well and H of well. Then embankment, the radius of this, if you take this radius of this whole big thing here to here, here to here, thickness plus this radius of well, or plus the width of the embankment, that is 7 plus, this is the 21, this is 21, this is the thickness of the embankment, this is the radius of the well. From here to here it will give R, that is equal to 28 meters. See, whatever the mud they have taken out from the well, that mud only they have put. Therefore, volume to dig a well is equal to the volume to make an embankment around the well. The volume of the well is equal to volume of the embankment. Volume of this well, we have taken out the mud from the well and put around to make an embankment around the well. That means the volume of the well is equal to volume of the thing. Volume of the well is pi r square h, that is equal to the volume of the embankment is pi h, from here to here, pi h, this is h, r square minus r square minus r square will give volume of this. This is the volume of the well, pi r square h is equal to volume of the embankment, that is pi h r square minus r square. We know all the values other than h, we can easily find out h, that is the height of the embankment. R square is 7 square into 12 height, the depth of the well we have taken it as h, that is equal to 12 meters. This pi got cancelled, h is there. R square, that is from here to here, 21 plus 7, that is 28 square, minus r square minus 7 square, 588 is equal to h into 784 minus 49. Therefore h is equal to 588 divided by 735, that is equal to 0.8 meters. This is the height of the embankment. We can convert this into a centimeter by multiplying with 100. So height of the embankment is equal to 80 centimeters. Find the weight of the lead pipe. There is a lead pipe here. We need to find out the weight of the lead pipe. The length of this pipe is 7 meters long. If the external diameter of the pipe is 2.4 centimeters, diameter of external from here to here, it is 2.4 centimeters, and thickness of the lead is 2 mm. The thickness of lead here, this is hollow, this is a pipe, there is a hollow here, this is the thickness of the lead. It's being given that 1 cubic centimeter of lead is 1.11 grams. 11 grams. 1 cubic centimeter of lead weighs 11 grams. We need to find out the total weight of the pipe. Here everything they were given meters here, millimeters here, centimeters here. Let us convert all these things into centimeters, because they also given the weight of 1 cubic centimeter is 11 grams. So we need to convert all the units into centimeters. R is equal to 2.5. So this is the diameter of this external thing. Therefore R of this is 2.4 divided by 2, that is 1.2 centimeters. H is equal to 7 meters. That is, this is a circular thing. We can consider this as a thing, cylinder of length. H is equal to 7 meters. Let us convert this into centimeter by multiplying with 100. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. It will become 700 centimeters. R, the small r is equal to big R minus the thickness of this lead. From here to here is R. This thickness is 2 mm they were given. 1.2 minus 2 divided by 10 will give centimeters, 0.2 centimeters. 1.2 minus 0.2 will give 1 centimeters. This is the radius of this inside thing. The volume of the lead is equal to, total volume of the lead here is equal to external volume, total volume minus the internal volume. You hollow will remove the volume of this total. Let us find out, take the total volume, deduct this hollow volume, will give the volume of the lead. External volume is given by pi r square h minus pi r square h. This is the hollow volume there, that is equal to 22 by 7, 700 into 1.2, that is r square, 1.2 into 1 into 1, pi h into r square minus r square, that is 2200 into 0.44 is equal to 968 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the lead. They were given the weight of 1 cubic centimeter of lead is 11 grams. Then multiply with this 11, with that will give 968 into 11. To convert that into kgs, divide that by 1000. So the total weight of the lead is 10.648 kgs. The difference between the outside and inside, the outside and inside surface of a cylindrical metallic pipe is 14 centimeters. Long is 44 centimeter cube. The difference between the surface area of outside and inside is 44 centimeter square. The length of the pipe is 14 centimeter long. If the pipe is made of 99 cubic centimeter of metal, that is the volume they were given, find the outer and inner radii of the pipe. They were given the difference between the surface areas of inside and outside. They were given the length of the pipe. They were given the volume of the pipe. We need to find out the outer and inner radii. So we need to find out bigger r and smaller r, and the length they are given as 14 centimeters. Outside curve surface area minus, that is the difference between these two. Inside curved surface area, they given it as 44 centimeter square. 2 pi rh, this is the outside curved surface area, 2 pi rh minus inside curved surface area, that is 2 pi rh, is equal to 44, or we can take 2 pi h as common. We are left out with r minus r. R minus r is equal to 44 divided by 2 pi, h is 14, that is equal to 44 into 7. Pi is 22 by 7, 22 7 by 7, 7 goes up, 44 into 7 divided by 2 into 22 into 14, that is equal to half. R minus r, we got it as half. External volume minus internal volume is 99 cubic centimeter. This is the volume if the pipe is made up of 99 cubic centimeter. So when we remove that hollow, that is external volume minus the hollow volume, will give the pipe's volume of the metal used to make that pipe. Extra total volume minus that hollow we removed. If you take that whole thing as external volume plus this volume, will give 99 cubic centimeter. External volume is pi r square h, internal volume is pi r square h. Pi r square h minus pi r square h is 99. R square minus r square is equal to 99 divided by 44, that will give 9 by 4. So r square minus r square can be written as r plus r into r minus r, that is equal to 9 by 4. R plus r from 1 and 2, r plus r from this we get, so replace this value with half. From this we got it r plus r 9 by 2. From 1 and 2, from this and this, add this to find out bigger r, we get r is equal to 2.5. Then use this 2.5, r is equal to 2.5 in this or this, you get small r in this. So In this problem they are not given directly anything, they are given the difference between the surface areas of inside and outside. They were given the volume of the metal used for that pipe. That volume of that is nothing but the external volume minus internal volume. The difference given as 44. From this we get R minus R. From this we got it R plus R into R minus R is equal to 9/4 by using external volume minus internal volume is equal to 99 cubic centimeter. When you have two equations R plus R and R minus R, we can easily find out two variables. That is the external, this is the radii, outer radii, and this is the inner radii. A solid iron rectangular block, there is a rectangular block of dimensions 4.5 meters, 2.6 meters, 1 meter, cast into a hollow cylindrical pipe. This iron block is made into a hollow cylindrical pipe of internal radius 30 centimeters and thickness 5 centimeters. Find the length of the pipe. They have given the block and they asked us to make a pipe with internal radius, that is the radius of the hollow thing, thickness, this is the thickness of the pipe. We need to find out the length of the pipe. The volume of the block they have given is 4.4 meters. We convert this into centimeters. That has become 440 into 260 into 100. This is centimeter cube. This is the block what they have given, iron block. This we need to convert it into a pipe, hollow cylindrical pipe. The radius of that pipe is 30 centimeters they are given. Then radius of the thing, the pipe is this is the internal radius, this is the external radius is 30 plus the thickness of the pipe. The thickness is they have given it as 5 centimeters. This is the radius, internal radius 30 plus 5. This is the total radius of that cylindrical external radius, that is 35 centimeters. We need to find out the length which we are taking this as h. Volume of the pipe is equal to volume of the rectangular block. Whatever the pipe we make, the volume of that, it's going to be the volume of rectangular block from which we made the pipe. Volume of the pipe is equal to the volume of the rectangular block. From block only we have made, therefore these two volumes are equal. Volume of the pipe is equal to pi h into r square minus r square. That is equal to the volume of the rectangular block is 440 into 260 into 100, 22/7. H, we need to find out h. R square is 35 square minus 30 square, that is equal to 440 into 260 into 100. Therefore h is equal to 440 260 into 100 divided by 35 square minus 30 square will give 325 into 7/22, that will give 11,200 centimeters. So let us convert this into meters by dividing it by 1000. Therefore length of the pipe is equal to 112 meters. An iron pipe of 20 centimeters long has external diameter equal to 25 centimeters. If the thickness of the pipe is 1 centimeter, find the whole surface area of the pipe. This is the length of the pipe, that is h is equal to 20 centimeters. The radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. Diameter they were given it as 25 centimeters, that is 12.5 centimeters. The radius of internal this thing is 12.5. This is the external diameter minus the internal minus the thickness. Minus this thickness will give the internal radius. External radius minus the thickness of this pipe will give the internal radius. Total surface area of the pipe is equal to 2 pi RH, external surface area, curved surface area, plus 2 pi RH, internal curved surface area, plus 2 times, that is top and bottom circular area, pi r square minus pi r square. Then 2 pi h r plus r. Instead of substituting here only, simplify this equation so that it will become very easy to do the calculation later on. Total surface area of the pipe is equal to external surface area, that is 2 pi RH, plus internal surface area is 2 pi RH, plus 2 times the top and bottom pi r square minus pi r square. Take the 2 pi h common in this. 2 pi h, when we take out r and r is left r plus r. Take out pi outside from this, 2 pi r square minus r square. We know that this is in the form of a square minus b square, that's going to be a plus b into a minus b. 2 pi h r plus r plus 2 pi r plus r into r minus r. You take 2 pi and r plus r common here. 2 pi r plus r, 2 pi r plus r. We are left out with h plus r. Now when we take out 2 pi h plus r, we are left out with h. When you take out these two as common, 2 pi into r plus r, we are left with r minus r. 2 pi into r plus r into h plus r minus r. Instead of substituting here and struggling with the calculations, you simplify the equations with the variables. So we got the, instead of substituting here, we can substitute here, it will become very easy. 2 into pi, that is 22 by 7, 12.5 plus 11.5 into h minus 20 plus 12.5 minus 11.5, that will give 2 into 22 by 7 into 24, this is 24, this is 21, 7 3s are, when you calculate this, we got it as 3167 centimeters square. This is the whole surface of the pipe.